Everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuk with Queen Bee Creations. Now, if you've been following me, you know that I use gilding waxes, either on my furniture pieces or often on a lot of my projects to kind of bring out the details, highlight cool edgings and that sort of thing. So I have Annie Sloan, I've used Rub and Buff, I love DIY Golden Rule, but it's almost gone. And because of tariffs right now, I can't get it. So what I decided that I was going to do was I'm going to try making some of my own. And since I'm going to be at it, I'm going to make some colored ones as well. So to start, I have my handy dandy little crock pot, which I usually use for candles. Oh, I've got something sitting on my contact. It's gonna drive me nuts. But for this, so usually with my candles, I use soy wax. For this, I want to use beeswax. It's going to dry harder, firm up harder. We're gonna add something to it to prevent that. And I'm just gonna do a whack of it because I want to make a bunch. So I'm using this whole pack. This is 200 grams of tiny little beeswax pellets. You could use any beeswax. You could use the natural colored. You could use these white ones, whatever you want. So that's what I happen to get. So we're just in waiting mode for this. What I do have from the dollar store, some little containers. These are bigger than I need for any of the individual colors that I'm going to be doing because I don't need to have tons of them. But why I'm using these ones is because I want to be able to get my finger in it. They had little tiny ones that they were cute, but they narrowed, and I want to be able to access this. So I have a couple. I haven't decided what colors I'm going to do, but what you do need are mica powders to be able to create the colors in here. We want to have metallics. We want some of that glitter. So I'm going to pick out what colors, obviously gold, probably silver in there, but you know, I want to see, maybe I got a really cool purple or, you know, some blues. I don't know. I don't know how much of this I'm going to end up with either. So we're just going to see. We're going to see how it goes. But we're just going to go for it. My wax is melted enough. Now, I'm not sure how much the 200 grams is going to make. So I'm going to start off by making a little bit of things. So we need 1/4 cup of the wax. And I'm just going to, okay, that gets a little bit less because it starts hardening up in my container right away. And we need 2 tablespoons of mineral oil because we don't want this to go rock hard. We want to be able to have a little bit of a spreadable consistency. So for every 1/4 cup, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of the mineral oil. And that's starting to firm up right away, actually. So I'm going to go in with my gold because I know that I want to have a bunch of gold. Here we go. So we need 2 teaspoons of our mica powder. So I have this color gold mica powder that doesn't want to come out at all. So let me get a little spoon. Oh, and this is very shimmery. So that's 1 teaspoon. And I have kind of an antique bronze as well, because I'm thinking this might be very, very gold. So I'm going to do a little bit more of this. And I'm going to do a little bit of my bronze because why not? I get to make whatever color gold I want. My goodness, these are tough little suckers here. Okay, and let me add a little bit of that bronze in there. All right, now we got to get mixing. So this is making like 1/4 of a cup of my gilding wax in this color, and it's going to be a lot. So that's what I was thinking of, using this cup to kind of stir, and I might have to get other cups so that my other colors, maybe I only want, like when I'm doing like a pink or a blue or something, I just want a little bit. So I'm going to get this all thoroughly mixed, and I'm going to pour it into my container. Now, it's cooling down already, so I'm thinking that this should have been warmed up. So I'm going to go get some boiling water and a small shallow dish and put this in, because I can't put this in the microwave. So let me get this one all smoothed out. But look at the color of that gold. It's looking awesome, and you can see how quickly that firms up. But what I do have is I have a board with black, and we're going to test these colors out. But I want to get more made. So I don't necessarily need to have that much of all my other colors. So I have boiling water in here, and my little metal cup getting hot so that it doesn't cool down quite as fast on me. That was a little unexpected. And I'm just adding a little bit more in because it's all cooling off right on here. So I need to add my mineral oil and get that stirred in, and that starts, because the mineral oil starts to make it thicken right away, cool off right away, right? That's why I want to have this in kind of a heated cup. That works better. That stirs in much nicer. And now I want to come up with some colors. So first, because I know that I want to have a silver, I'm going to do a silver. And I'm going to put the color in here already so that when I pour, it's ready to stir. And I'm thinking that I want to do maybe a purple. This is a holographic purple, it says. But maybe what I'll do is, there's this color purple, and it's kind of a softer orchidy purple. So let's mix the two together. Because you know what? We can. We're experimenting, so let's go for it. And so what I'm going to do is try, oh yeah, that's much smoother, that mixture. Try and pour roughly half and half in each, and then get them stirred up. I am so excited about this. I can't begin to tell you. The nice thing about gilding waxes is that you can do them on any of your pieces. And that wax is going to harden. It's going to be buffable the next day. So you can do any kind of gilding colors that you may choose. So this is a nice little silvery mix here. Let me get this going before it all starts to harden up on me. Oh my goodness, that is strong. This one's pigmented. Look at how bright that baby is. So it'll be interesting to see it over the black to see what it looks like. But whoosh, that's got color. and they do blend in quite easily. Let me move them out of my way so that I don't. That silver, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe a little bit more silver in there. And that could just be because it's a much softer color, right? Compared to that purple. And it's not like a super bright silver to begin with. But this is the beauty of this, is that you get to create your own color mixes, ones that you're more likely to use. You get to create the strength of it yourself. Okay, go back in there. And, oh, we still have enough for some other colors. I might do kind of like a blue one and sort of a pinky one, but this kind of coppery color, I think I have to do. All right, let's give it another go here. Hey guys, I'm just pulling you in this way so that we can kind of take a look. Look at all the colors. Oh my goodness. So I gotta tell you, for 200 gram bag, you are gonna get a ton of this, because you really, like, for fancy colors, you don't need more than just like that kind of size. Now, what I did do was I tried applying my kind of goldy bronzy color, right? We did 3 little scoops of the gold and then of the bronze. And I'm just taking a stiff stencil brush to get it down in the lows. And then I'm looking at just wiping away on the highs and then leaving it up there so that you get kind of a bit of an idea, right? So let's maybe switch colors. So let me go into, and it's quite stiff. So I'm just swirling kind of swirling it in there. And that's the beauty of adding that mineral oil in there as well, is that we can get a little bit of a little more softness to it. Okay, there we go. And we can just apply as much into creases as we would want. We can wipe back. I'm trying to kind of wipe back on the top a little bit, leave it down in the creases. I like using my finger for this. And then leaving it solid so you can see kind of that silver. This is our gold. Let's try our pink. So easy to apply, very creamy, but you can see that it's going hard in the pot, that it's going to firm up on your piece. So like any wax, you apply it, wipe away what you want, leave it to dry overnight, and then you can buff it because it'll be dry by then. All right, I did do a yellow. This just started to become too fun. And by the time that I had melted all that wax, then I just decided, okay, well, you know what? We're gonna create a whole compendium of them. And I think once you started mixing them, you're gonna start to get an idea of kind of what colors you like, what's working for you, what works relative to your style. I mean, if you decided you didn't like this, then go and add more color to it. Melt it down again and add more to it. So we've got lots of options. You're not just stuck with it. Or you can intensify it. And I think that's one of the things too is, you know, coming to understand how vibrant your mica powders are. You can add I did not do any of the glitter mica powders, but you could. So if you wanted to add like a soft shimmer to any of them, it's really your call. This is where we're at so far. Can you guys see those colors happening in there? Let's try our, that was the purple. Let's try our kind of, this is the red bronze kind of color. And I just kind of thought that might be something that I could do in aging a piece, or, you know, wanting to be a little rusty kind of look. I don't know. And let's go blue. And red. So here's our finished look. So you can see kind of a little bit of the shimmer that goes with it. You can see the colors. You can build this as much as you would want. You can use it as light as you want. You can wipe back with your finger, which kind of smears it and leave some behind. You could use a cloth to be able to wipe away, just leave it in the lows. You've got a lot of options with this, but it's definitely an inexpensive way of being able to get just a myriad number of different gilding waxes that you can use in any of your projects, whether your furniture or your smalls. Let me know if you've tried this. Let me know if you're going to try it. But certainly let me know what you think about this. Looking forward to hearing from you as always. And until next time, take care.